we're very happy to have it here in Providence. I know people worked very hard to bring it here. And tourism is a big part of our economy in Rhode Island, and to have this AHL All-Star event coming back from 1995 and having the great fans celebrate here, use our hotel rooms, use our restaurants, we're very happy. So congratulations and thank you.
As well. I know Jeff, it's great to be with you, and Mr. Andrews, thank you for believing in the city of Providence and the state of Rhode Island. I appreciate that. Martha, we're going to have some fun. I'm looking forward to this. Molly as well, and my friend Jim Bennett, he played hockey once. I don't know if people know that. Jim was very concerned when we went down to Atlantic City because, as you know, I never played hockey, I played baseball, but I told him that I understood that 3 goals was a hat trick, not a strikeout. So that helped calm him down there. I want to recognize as well our City Councilman, Wilbur Jennings, who's here this morning as well. Councilman, thank you for joining us. I just want to say that I'm thrilled to be able to be here today for this announcement and to know that the 2013 AHL All-Star Game is coming to Providence. But I also want to tell you, and I see some of my friends here from Mr. Rodeo, Mr. Tamburini, and other folks who are here. I made a promise to them when we addressed them in Atlantic City, and I said that we would make Providence the standard by which future All-Star Games are measured. That we were going to make sure that they had an unbelievable time here in Providence. It was going to be special, and in the future they would compare their All-Star Games to what we did in Providence. We're going to need your help to make that happen, to make sure that the AHL has a wonderful time here, and that all future All-Star Games are measured by what we do next year at this time. So you'll be hearing from us shortly, I promise you that, but we will do that together. So I'm thrilled to be here. The Providence Bruins, they're fantastic in our city. The association with, obviously, the Boston Bruins has been a great one. We have one of the best attended teams in the AHL. We've done that consistently, and we're going to have the best All-Star game in AHL history come next year. Thank you, everybody.
The foundation of why we're all here started way back with Lou Peary and the Rhode Island Reds, as many people know here. I just, a couple of words, because we've had enough speakers, and Speaker Fox, I said, don't worry, Speaker, you don't have to speak today. He says, good, you've got enough speakers up there. So I'm glad that you were able to attend, as well as the governor, the mayor, Dave, etc. Just because I'm a hockey person, people will, reporter asked me, this is hockey. This is not about hockey. I also have a dual role as Director of Economic Development for the City of Providence. I'm a former business person. This is about business. This is about commerce. This is about beds and heads, putting people in restaurants. And there's nothing more important than a 4-day event in the middle of the winter, dead of the winter, for all the restaurants that fill this city, that have come to the city. I'd like to thank Governor Chafee. I've known him forever. He also has been fortunate enough to go on a couple of sales calls with the governor. And his eyes twinkle when we talk about economic development. It's one of the things he's most inclined. In fact, our company settled in Warwick when he's the mayor of Warwick because he was so pro-business. So he loves to make sales calls, and we're going to make some more. Of course, Mayor Tavares, a great story. Before I came to work for the mayor, I really didn't know him. But when you get to know him, you find out he's one of the more impressive people that you'll meet in life. Forget about the politics. When I asked him to go to Atlantic City, I think it would be help us get over the top. And also, I see Paul McDonald. He's stuck in one of our commissioners. So the mayor gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He just had a new baby. He's probably up anyways. But he drove all the way down to Atlantic City. Made a tremendous speech to the 30 owners. Now remember, these are from all over North America. We didn't know at that time that they were going to award it at that time. So of course I show up without a change of clothes. I just had my clothes on. Mayor drove all the way back that day. I had to find a cheap place to buy some clothes to stay for a couple of days, but we were so happy and pleased that they were able to select Providence. And I really think, and meeting several of the owners after the fact that mayor came down and put the effort in, I think is one of the reasons why we got this, and it's great economic development, as we all know, so thank you, boss. Is that sucking up enough? Hey, you can see just the optics have changed here. The optics of the state and the city, we're open for business. These are leaders that believe in face mail. They believe in not Skyping, not even getting in front of the customer, talking face to face. It's very, very important. It's sincere, and that's how business is done. And, I think it will continue always to be done. It's maybe a little bit old-fashioned, but I think it's been pretty successful so far. I'd also like to thank Martha from the CVB. They do an amazing job. Now that we've got this, I know it's in good hands. We also have the NCAA hockey championships coming up right after that, so we really will be working on all cylinders. Now, the Providence Bruins has been a great relationship getting to work with Matt Poor, Jeff Feeder. Their owner came down from Marlboro, Mr. LaRue, hockey coach. I'll get that name sooner or later, but LaRue has been great. We spent about a half an hour talking. He's from Louisiana. He's from Louisiana, moved to California, moved to Boston in the Bobby years, fell in love with hockey, has the biggest hockey facility out in Marlboro, Mass, where they have 6 rinks. I spent a lot of time there with my kids, so I got to know it quite well, so thank you for coming down. It's been great. I'd also like to thank, we've got a great staff here at the Convention Center Authority, starting with our executive director, Jim McCarville. He's been in this business, grew up in this business since his father was in this business. He knows this business better than anybody. We're very fortunate to have him here in Providence. Larry Lepore, who runs the Dunkin' Donuts Center. Larry's here. He's been running, I just had the opportunity just to show you how savvy Larry is. I was in Los Angeles with Larry on business, and he's dining with Paula Abdul while I'm out looking at the Long Beach port. So Larry definitely knows how to get things done. And lastly, I'd like to thank Dunkin' Donuts, A, for being our sponsor, B, for providing a great product. We look forward to working with you in this project, and I want to make this happen more, not just in hockey. We need more concerts. We need more conventions. When Rascal Flatts was here last week, this city spun. Parking, restaurants. It's great economic development. And I think that the key thing that you brought up, Dave, was that this event is going to be televised internationally. Europe, people are going to see Providence, Rhode Island, the finest place in the whole East Coast to dine. The #1 city in the country as far as acquiring capital. The lowest cost of capital is here in Providence. I better get off. I'm going to start talking about all sorts of stuff here. But we are going to be visible. We're going to put our best foot forward. We're going to do a water fire. We're going to stand on our heads. We're going to make the people of the AHL proud. I can't wait for it to happen, and I look forward to seeing all of you then. Thank you very much.